Hello everyone. I am on here today after coming from working out, and I'm doing this video because I know once I start doing other stuff, I'm not gonna do the video because I was supposed to do this video yesterday and I did not. So I said, you know what, before I do anything else, let me do this video. So this video is about the Bank of America, no down payment, no closing cost. And if anyone has heard about this, my sister just started, just like literally this weekend that just passed, just started the process. So any of you guys follow me, you know I talk about different things, but one of my main things in Your Worth It Foundation women's ministry, other than ministry, is creating generational wealth and affordable housing. For anyone who doesn't know, my name is Sharon D. Perry. I'm the CEO and president of Your Worth It Foundation, Inc., a women's ministry that teaches generational wealth through our Freedom University online course. And I'm a housing strategist, and we push for affordable housing, and one day we would like for Your Worth It Foundation to provide affordable housing, because it's getting crazy out here with this rent. It's already crazy out here with this rent. But without any further ado, I have my laptop in front of me because I don't want to miss any of the points. So right now we're in Florida. I currently reside in Florida and in Broward County, Florida. And I went to a Bank of America with my sister. I sent the information to my sister because my sister, she's worked over 3 years, so her pay is consistent. Right now, mine is not consistent because I'm an entrepreneur and it's a struggle. So I needed someone with a consistent pay who's also low income, because I want to know the strengths and the weaknesses of this program, right? So I'm gonna list stuff for you. I highly suggest for anyone who's had problems owning a home, or if you're a person that have already started going through the process, prior to this weekend that just passed. Today's the 21st of September 2022. Before this weekend that just passed and are further ahead, you can email us, contact us from our webpage and everything, so we can speak to you and see how the process is. All right. Not one company can do it alone with the housing issues. It has to be several people together, and our company targets one specific area in housing, which is affordable housing. Okay, so without any further ado, so some of the requirements we found out. So when we went to the bank, and we went to the bank in Broward County, Florida, we were told there's only one specialist who's certified to speak to anyone about the program with Bank of America. Okay? So the loan on the house, let me first say this. The house has to be a turnkey property, meaning it is not one of those houses. You cannot get a house. I'm relaying what we were told in the meeting. You cannot get a house that needs a lot of rehab. So I'm going to let you know this. Turnkey means move in ready. It has to pass inspection. So I'm breaking that down first and foremost before I go any further, because I know, like me per se, because my sister doesn't know that much about housing as I do. So when I spoke to the person, I was like, okay, so what if you can get a house on discount? And he's like, the property has to be turnkey. I'm like, because we all want to be able to save some money in the process. So that is out. So anyone who have those thoughts, I had those same thoughts. No. Okay. So we went in, and he told us right now the program is available for Miami only. Miami, Florida, because there are Miamis in other states. Miami, Florida. This is what he told me when I went to the bank in Broward County. It's available in Miami, Florida, and it has to be in an area that has greater than, according to the multicultural census tract, 50% greater, 50% or greater of Black American or Hispanic populations. Again, the property has to be in an area, according to the multicultural census tract, greater, 50% or greater, with a population of Black Americans or Hispanic populations, okay? All applicants, I'm going to try to keep this video short, but I'm speaking slow because I come from the islands and my speech can speed up really quick. I'm trying not to do that, okay? All applicants must be first-time home buyers and occupy the property as their primary residence. Okay, according to what the stipulation for first-time home buyers are right now in housing, for our company, first-time home buyer does not mean the same thing, okay? For our company, first-time home buyer is someone who has at least 7 years of not owning a home. But we're not talking about my company. We're talking about in the housing market, in the world right now, what's categorized as a first-time home buyer. A first-time home buyer is someone who has not owned a home in 3 years. 3 years is considered a first-time home buyer. However, again, you must occupy the property as your first residence. Sorry. Like I said, just came from working out, ate a protein bar, trying to keep it down right now because I have other things to do. So I'm trying to do the video for you guys. Okay? So Bank of America will pay all non-recurring closing costs. Okay? And down payment funds provided in Miami, $15,000. It means that they're paying your down payment and they're paying your closing costs, right? The loan to value for the property has to be less than 100 to 106%. Okay? So The fair market value for this house, according to inspection, that's what the loan amount will be, up to 106%. Okay, so you will have to have an inspection on the property. Good news, there are no, at this current time, because we had the meeting this past weekend, at this current time, there are no minimum FICO scores. Again, no minimum for the FICO score. So your credit score is not the main weighing factor involved. However, you will need a credit history. 12 months on 3 trade lines, traditional or non-traditional open accounts. Okay, so what does this mean? Because I don't want to assume that everyone understands what I just said right there. Okay, so your credit history, remember, there's no minimum FICO score. However, you need 12 months, 1 year, on 3 trade lines, traditional or non-traditional. Hold on, my laptop going to sleep. No, wait back up, hold up. Traditional or non-traditional. So, you're probably asking, what in the world does that mean? I got you. I asked the man the same thing. I literally asked the man to break down everything here as if someone who does not understand, because I want to know the best way how to say it so everyone can understand. Okay? So they're going to be looking at your rental payment history. So more than likely, they're going to request a ledger from your rental history. Okay? Also, they accept what do you call it? Power. I don't want to say FPL because some people don't really have it, but we're in Florida. Let me just say FPL so you could. Electricity history payments, gas history payments if you have gas. What else? Phone history payments. So they're using other means other than the FICO credit score. Okay? They're using other means to see how well you pay your debts. And on the note of debts, your max DTI, which means debt to income ratio, has to be 50%. Okay? Excuse me. Ooh. Your max DTI has to be 50% or less. You have your debt to income ratio, meaning there's a calculation that's done. We have all of that in Freedom University, on your Worth It Foundation. All the links to all consulting, everything is on the website. It's a calculation that's done that calculates how much you get paid and how much debt you owe. And it comes up with a decimal point that lets you know where you fall, if you're overextending yourself, or if you have room for more debt. In a nutshell, that's what it means. Okay? Now, there is an income limit. I know. I have a lot of friends in the medical field I've worked in the medical field for a number of years, a while. And there is an income limit. The income limit is 150% or less of the area median income. It has to be 150% or less than the area median income. Okay? So for Miami, Florida, it means this laptop keep trying to go sleep on me. Okay. That means for Florida, Miami, Florida, your income has to be at least $100,000 or less. 95 to $100,000 or less. Okay? Because I know a lot of nurses that makes well over $100,000, and but don't worry, I got plans for my nurses in Your Worth It Foundation with our affordable housing. Even though there's a lot of stuff you don't qualify for, I got you. I've been a nurse too long to leave my nurses behind. But we're talking about Bank of America, not Your Worth It Foundation. Now, on that note, Your Worth It Foundation is a non-profit. It's a ministry, a women's ministry, and we work on donations. We work on monetary and real estate donations. So you can donate real estate or you can donate monetarily. Okay? We're through PayPal. So we do not personally collect any information. I do not want to be liable for anyone's personal information. I leave that to a huge company that's been around for a long time. Listen, I don't want to deal with nobody, Social Security and stuff like that right now until we get a good someone to protect your information. So all donations monetarily are through PayPal. Okay? So let me just say that. Okay? Now, this is one of the most important parts. I need you to listen very closely to what I'm going to say right now. You have to take a first-time home buyer course. And you're probably thinking, because I thought the same thing, or maybe you knew better than I did, that the first-time home buyer course that you had to take, hold on, I need some water. This is why I try to keep my videos short, because my throat get dry. All this talking, But I have to help you guys out. As a housing strategist, a local housing strategist in Florida. You're probably thinking that the first-time home buyer course is the 8-hour first-time home buyer course for you to get in the first-time home buyer program through other means. That's not this program for Bank of America. It is not that. Announcement. It is not that at all. Okay. The first-time home buyer course is a special course. Bank of America has partners who have partnered with them that have created a course that is not the 8-hour first-time home buyer course. I need everyone to repeat this with me. It is not the 8-hour first-time home buyer course that we are all familiar with. It is not that. The course is more involved. Okay? So let me let you know right now. I don't know how involved. Like I said, I needed someone to go through the program, and my sister falls in this category, hopefully. There's a pre-approval process before you even start anything else. There's a meeting and then a pre-approval application for them to even say if you can qualify for them to even go any further. So my sister did the pre-approval, and I'm going to do a video to ask her how that process was with the application on another video in the future. She works Monday through Friday, so that's going to be kind of iffy. And there's grandkids, and it's a lot going on. So I can't give you no schedule, because I know on YouTube they like the day, the time, when you gonna do it. Cannot tell you that, but I can tell you that I will be doing a video in the future about the pre-approval application and was it long, blah blah, for you to get the details on it. And so that is basically it in a nutshell. So please do not go to Bank of America with your certificate from a nonprofit or wherever you went with that 8-hour first-time homebuyer class, because you will be disappointed. Okay? Do not do that. Okay? They specifically have it in bold. I asked the person I met with. I met with a community lending officer. And he literally put it in bold on the email: special counseling only administered by select connected to our own partners. So I want you to take note of that. I know I covered several things in here. If you have any questions, put it in the comments, or you can email us at yourworthitfoundation.org.